Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Amber Kelly, and today I will be making a cover for my Family Dollar half sheets. Now, if you go back and watch my Family Dollar planner hauls, I did do a video on these, and actually, if I don't forget, by the end of this video, I will link that video in the description. So please make sure that you pay attention to the description, because I do have valuable information in there. And also, if you just want to see how I end up coming up with a cover for this, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. The things that I will be using will be a Dollar Tree file folder, 2 sheets of laminating sheets because I want it to be thick and sturdy. I will be doing a washi tape backing. So for example, this I made for my half sheets, just to store for right now, and I just did this in all washi tape. So I will be using the front cover, using this as the front cover and back cover, and the inside is just plain, and I will be doing a washi tape inside. So like I said, if you want to see that video, if you are not up for voiceovers, then this may not be the video for you, but I will say that I will speak through some of this, and I also will talk and do a voiceover as well. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure that your notifications are on, and make sure that you hit that subscribe button, and let's get started. Okay, like I said, I have already put my half sheets onto disc. They came on a magnetic sticker, I mean not sticker, but a list pad. So I just took them off of here, I just hole punched them, and I just put them on disc, and I will do away with this. So what I really wanted to do was that to protect my paper, I want to do a cover. So I will use this last sheet as my guide, which will be included in a giveaway that I'm doing in my group. So what I will end up doing is that I have my laminator already heated up. So if you have a laminator, go ahead and heat it up while you're doing this. And I'm going to cut this down. I'm going to move my laminating sheets over. And like I said, this will be my front cover and my back front cover. So technically I want to do it right here, because this is the biggest piece of paper in there, or I could possibly do it like so. So I'm going to go ahead and speed this part up, and I will stop talking. Okay, so I cut the file folder down to size. So as you can see, I've even switched up the folder that I wanted to use. So like I said, I just used a dollar file folder, which is just like this. Cut it down to size, and I used the biggest sheet as my guide, because as you can see, these are a little bit smaller. So as you can see, it fits on this sheet perfectly. So I would say use your biggest sheet as your guide. All I did was take this off, and all I did was grab that biggest sheet, put it on there, lined it exactly up, because you're going to get your wiggle room when you laminate this. So as like I said, just use this as a guide. And I did the same thing for the front, so I can know what is the front and what is the back. And as you can see, they both lined up perfectly. So that is a little FYI. And also, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to corner the edges, the corner punch. I got this from Amazon, but you can also check your local craft store and see if they have it on sale. They might have it even cheaper. I'm not a very outdoorsy person, so going outside for me was not an option. And so now I have to see what colors I want to use, because again, for the back, make sure I'm not messing this up. For the back, I am using washi tape. So I would use some green. I think I want to use some, let's see what other colors we have in here. We have green. You have some that is not pink. You have some pink in here. You even have some purple, which I don't have a bigger thing of purple. So I do see some yellow in here. I can use this, and I think that's about it. I don't want to do too much because I do like these flower ones. So yeah, and then I did say there was purple in here, so maybe I can throw some of this in here. But I will tell you though, the more washi tape you use, the more you're going to have to cut off. That's the only part about doing this as a washi backing, is that you have to cut all of that off. So I'm going to see, and I have some purple in here. I have a sparkly purple. I can use that. I think that's about it. Like I said, I don't want to overcrowd this and all of that jazz. So I think we are good. Yeah. And plus, the bigger washi tape, they take up a lot of room. So, and with my washi, I always like to start directly in the middle. And I would highly suggest using a cutting board. Because if you plan on using your X-Acto knife to cut this off, then cool, because it's already on here. And yeah, but if you are going to use scissors, then I suggest you put this on a cutting board. And also, when doing this, you might want to cut a little bit off every time you put some washi tape, because if you do the whole thing in washi tape, I'm telling you, you're going to have to try not to rip all of it off of the whatever you're going to use to do this with. So like I said, I like to go on both sides. So if you hear some noise, if you hear some loud talking, my children are here and they are just loud like that. Like, they were born in Memphis, so they are loud like that. They are just loud like that. Love them, but they just loud. Everything they do requires them to be loud, and nobody ever knows why. And also, when doing this, you want to give yourself some wiggle room, but then you also, when you are thrifty as such, like me, you tend to be slightly cautious of what you do. Meaning, as in, what does that mean, Amber? Well, I try not to waste anything, so that is another reason why I use this X-Acto knife. Because if you use the X-Acto knife, then you don't have to do the wiggle room. All you have to do is just cut off what you need and you're done. Because I do not have a simply gilded washi tape stash, so I have to preserve all of my stashes, and not everybody has it like that. So yes, so recently my son was diagnosed with ADD. We all kind of figured, but we wasn't really sure. So I am now, because he will have IEP meetings and he will have meetings. So Miles already has a IEP. I have a whole mental health planner for him, but now not necessarily that I have to, I think I need to track my other son. So the question is do I want to put him in the same mental health planner that I made? Because technically, I do have a cover that I can actually make, and I have plenty of dot grid paper now because I keep buying Happy Notes. So I have enough dot grid paper to start him up a planner. Now, do I want to add another planner to my already planners that I have? Not really. So what I was thinking is that I'm just going to go ahead and bite the bullet and purchase a Erin Condren. I have been talking myself out of this far too long, and yeah, every time I think I'm going to buy it, I find a way to talk myself out of it, and then I don't buy it. So yeah. And then also with the Erin Condren, I would be tracking all of my kids' school activities. Because again, I am slightly going to be very involved with my kids' schools. Not to say that I wasn't involved last year, but I will be even more involved. Oops. You kind of like have to hold it so That one is torn. I didn't like that. So as you can see, I have started cutting this off as I go. Like I said, this will save you a lot of trouble because I see a lot of planner babes. They go ahead and they do the whole thing in washi, and now they're like, oh, I have all this extra washi, what do I do? No, I need to do this as I go. So that means as less as possible I have hanging over and getting on my nerves. And this is why I say big, especially wide washi tape will always take up room, and it can make a job that seems like it's going to take forever slightly quicker because of that big washi tape now has taken up room that you would have had to fill in. Okay, so we have the washi tape on both sides of the inside. This will be the outside, or I could switch it up if I want, but I'm not going to do that. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I want to go ahead and push the single hole punch through the Happy Planner punch, but I want it to go through this washi tape. Now, Happy Planner punch does go through washi tape, but there is a specific reason why I am doing this. And this is because Happy Planner punches do not punch through laminating sheets. Some it works for, some people it doesn't. I have been punching holes through my laminating sheets, but will I keep doing that? Probably not, because what you can do is you can press your luck, and all I'm doing is just cleaning up that excess. But what you could do is you can end up pressing your luck, and if you have luck like mine, you would break it. So I said I'm going to stop doing that, and I'm not a fan of the arc hole punch, just because it does not punch deep enough for me. I like how far the happy planner punch goes. Um, I wish they would come up with a different hole punch instead of another planner that some people have been making anyway. So, which I did not realize that the Happy Box is not a planner per se, but it's a guided journal. So you're paying extra for a coffee mug and a notepad and some more stuff. So I will definitely, even though I have not gotten a box before, just because my funds are not set up like that. Um, as you can see, I do a lot of DIY things. So yeah. So what I'm doing is I'm just cutting that little slit, even though it really doesn't matter. But I just like to know where it's at. And like I said, your hole punch should have been on. She should be hot and ready, like a $5 pizza. All right, so I cleaned off my desk. So this is what we have. This is the front. This is the inside. Okay, that's the inside of the back. And this is the back. So we'll go ahead and see what she looks like. Okay. And like I said, I just used that last sheet as a template where the holes would go and whatnot. So there she goes. Everything is in there. It is laminated. It's not going anywhere. Yeah, and this one actually has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one has 8. The classic size has 9. So that is what that looks like. So if you like this video, please give this video a big old thumbs up. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And as always, happy planning and see you next time. Look down in the description. Bye.